Welcome, Samurai and Ronin alike. This is Griever, as always, bringing you guys a latest chapter review of Akatsuki no Yona, also known as Yona of the Dawn, chapter 176. Now, guys, this will be my first new review on this channel. Now, I know I've been slacking. I'm sorry about that. I originally, with my old channel, I was reviewing this month-to-month series very heavily, and unfortunately, the last year and a half, I fell off the wagon about reviewing it, along with My Hero Academia. But this series, Yona of the Dawn, is so great. Now, as you can tell, I don't own full volumes of it. That's why One Piece is still sitting here in the background to hold up my Yona of the Dawn volume. I don't own very many yet, but I will be buying more of these, so look forward to that in the future. The fact of the matter is that I have been a constant fan of Yona of the Dawn, and it is a fantastic series. Now, I just did a very, very drunken review of One Piece, and now I feel like I saw that chapter 176 was finally dropped, and I meant to review the series. As I said, I've reviewed the series well before last year, and I want to start reviewing the series on this channel now. So I keep meaning to, things keep getting in the way, but no more, no more. We are here. We are here for chapter 176. Now, I thought this was a very stellar chapter. Now, a lot of guys will say, oh, why didn't you start on chapter 175? That was the hype thing. The kiss. Because the romance in this series is on par. Like, once again, guys, if you guys know me, some of my favorite animes, Inuyasha, Escaflowne, some of the romance, heavy, Sailor Moon. I love the idea of romance. Romance is a staple that I feel is necessary in a fantastic story. I feel like it is the requirement to take a story from good to great. If you don't have that romance element, I'm sorry, you just can't have it. Even something as subtle as Dragon Ball Z with Vegeta and Bulma is enough to make me go, okay. We don't need to see it. We don't need to see the affection. We don't need to see nothing. Because all I needed was the simple fact of the Battle of Gods movie, for example, and the whole, that's my Bulma. 20 years I was waiting for that. And you know what? Sir Sabat, I tip my sword and my hat off to you because it was totally worth it. Because you don't need, it just needs to be there in the background. You don't need to bring it to the forefront. But in Yona of the Dawn, it's brought heavy. And we were waiting 175 chapters for it to happen, and it happened. Now on chapter 176, what's the aftermath of that? Well, smoke inhalation, of course. So jae-ha brings, Yona back to the camp and everything, and we see, of course, Hawk is eventually brought back as well. We see Vold is there. That stupid priest Gobi is just tossed to Vold from the Zing Kingdom, and we get all that stuff, and that's great. Finally, Gobi, get your comeuppance. Like, sitting on the back of Vold this entire chapter, like a backpack, is kind of funny, like totally dazed. But I'm sitting there like, can I just like do a little, like, can I seriously just do a little bit of stabby there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm totally happy with doing that because Gobi is a piece of shit. Gobi is worse than any One Piece villain I've ever encountered. Gobi is worse than any Bleach. Naruto is trash, so I'm not going to talk about that. But suffice to say, Gobi is just evil. Gobi is one of those characters that you just want to stab. You want to say, mind crush, sort of idea. So, yeah, I'm on board with killing that stupid priest. Now, we see that Yona and Hawk are recovering after jae-ha goes back and gets Hawk and everything, and they fly through the air, and we see the advisor looking on, like, and I'm like, literally, Hawk was going to murder your ass twice. And Yona stood up to you when you were like, I'm going to kill her. And Yona's like, you dare disrespect me by killing me in the streets? Are you kidding me right now? So that advisor got no leg to stand on. That advisor is going to be a problem later on. I guarantee you that, because that advisor is part of the problem. There's so much depth to this series, so many mysteries that I'm still interested in, but nonetheless, we get that reaction. And I think we needed that. So jae-ha flies down with Hawk, and we see them all in the tent. Zeno, Shinha, they're all back together. The four dragons, Kija, they're all back together again. And that's so nice. Isn't that nice? Getting the four dragons back together again after they've been through so much, right? They had to fight each other, and jae-ha even says so. He says, Look, I took blows from Kija, and Kija's like, are you kidding me? You dodged most of them, you son of a bitch. You know, and we see that Yona is trying to treat both Hawk and Yona, who both, Hawk suffering major wounds as being a beast, fighting Cool Ball, and also fighting a whole army, like, basically single-handed. Like, I'm just going to give him that win because he's a badass, and training all the fire tribe soldiers. And then he basically, like, he was injured. So Yona is trying to take care of them, and Yona's trying to take care of Yona as well. And the fire tribe soldiers are like, listen, my friend's bleeding. Can you help him? How can you help him? Blah, blah, blah. He's like, look, I'm not a doctor. The dragons are like, yeah, go. You're fine. And it's nice. It's nice to see because the Fire Tribe was basically our enemy at the beginning of the series. Like, I've been rereading the series, guys, and the Fire Tribe was basically the tribe to fear. The Fire Tribe was our antagonist, for lack of a better word. They really were. Out of the other tribes, who was our antagonist? Of course, the Sky Tribe, but the Sky Tribe soldiers were hit and miss with who was on Sunwon's side. And the rest of them, like the Earth Tribe, wasn't going to hurt anybody. The Water Tribe wasn't going to hurt anybody. The Wind Tribe was totally on their side because they even said, like, and we've seen that confrontation. Like, Sunwon even said, like, look, General, you got to put your sword down because right now the entirety of the Wind Tribe will literally slaughter you right now. Like, we will not. I will die. You will die. This whole army will die if we try to fight Yona and the four dragons right now with the Thunder Beast. Not only that, we're fighting Mundok. Remember that Mundok, remember that the general of the Earth Tribe is their strongest warrior. He beats the Sky Tribe's general, Dai, or whatever his name is. He beats him. And Hawk beat him at 13. So the Thunder Beast, Hawk, is one of the greatest warriors, if not the greatest warrior in the verse that we've seen. Plus, we have Mundok, who trained him, who is considered better. And now you're going to tell me that you're going to face the four dragons? Like, you're kidding me. So Sunwon, he knew what was up. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, you're not fighting them. You're not fighting all that strength. Like, you're going to lose. He knew it. He withdrew. So right now we're just seeing the recovery. But isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that right now the Fire Tribe, who... we saw the evil side of that. We saw the zealous. Not the evil, the zealous. We saw the very what can happen to religion when it's perverted, to a sense. We saw all the actions of the Fire Tribe when they first showed up. And it was like, oh, red hair and dragons and stuff. Your saviors and blah, blah, blah. And we saw, like, basically second coming of Christ to these people, right? And we saw the malice in that intent. We saw the perversion of it. And it's not pretty. It's not nice. But, and Zeno even said, we should leave soon. But the Fire Tribe as a whole is still a good people. And it's so funny that they are the most supportive of Yona and, of course, the Dark Dragon and the Happy Hungry bunch. So, or Happy Hungry group. So... I'm on board with this. I like this. The dragons tell Yona to go, and we move on from that. And we see Yona and Hawk go about their basically around the camp. Now, there's not much to talk about the rest of the chapter. Suffice it to say, Hawk goes out with Yona carrying her, and they go to the celebration and stuff, the victory celebration by the Fire Tribe. And they are tending wounded, but they're also partying and stuff. We see Vold and Neen show up. Basically, that's what I call him. I know his name's like Aligur or whatever, but I always call him Neen because Neen is what he attaches to a affectionate name. So Hawk Neen, Vold Neen, Yona Neen. So they show up, and both jae-ha and Kija are watching over Gobi, who is, of course, on the back of Vold, and they're sitting there like a backpack sort of idea. Now, they basically go along the celebration. Everyone's like, "Oh, Captain Hawk, thank you so much." And Yona's basically, this is from Yona's perspective, because she's monologuing to herself like, everything I wanted to say, everything I want to say to Hawk, and she's trying to say all these important things. Of course, she can't say it because of smoke inhalation. She can't speak properly. But we see all the appreciation that Yona has for Hawk, and we see the appreciation by the Fire Tribe saying, "Thank you for training us. I would have died without you. Thank you so much, Captain Hawk." And all that stuff. So it's really nice to see Hawk appreciated in that way, because Hawk is one of the greatest. And I know some people call his name Hack, and I'm like, nah, Hawk sounds so much better. So I will always call him Hawk, guys. So Hawk is anyways very, he's not perturbed by this. He's just like, I need meat and booze will fix me right up, sort of idea. And we've seen the Thunder Beast survive more grievous injuries than that before, so we know he will survive. So yeah, so the rest of the chapter, basically Yona monologuing for the most part, just talking about her feelings for Hawk and how she views him, and how everything's going down. And we see tae-jun also trying to persuade the advisor to walk the other way when he comes with medicine and bandages and that kind of stuff. And where's Princess Yona? Oh, she already left. I'm gonna hide her from you because you're evil. And for the most part, apparently, we get a medicine from the advisor now, whether it'll work or not. And Hawk's very concerned, as is tae-jun, and they should be concerned, because this would be a great opportunity for the advisor to poison Yona. And we won't see these effects until the next chapter. But suffice it to say, what if, right now, she just said something at the end of the chapter. She said, "The thing I wanted to say to you, Hawk, was, I love you, Hawk." It's something I've been wanting to say since we kissed, and the water and the whole bit. And Hawk is surprised by this. Now, my idea for the next chapter, 177, will be the fact, my prediction for this next chapter will be the fact that she will faint. She will get a fever. And Hawk and tae-jun will blame the medicine given by the advisor. Of course, it will turn out to not be the advisor's medicine. It'll be something else. And no problem. And Yona will recover. Then we will find out in another 20 to 30 chapters that he tried to do that, or he intended to do that but didn't. He either tried to do it and it didn't work, or he wanted to do it but didn't because he thought it was a bad move. I can't see this medicine thing not being crucial, this giving him the medicine. And then we will continue, because Hawk will chalk it up to the poison talking or something. Because for Yona to just come out and say I love you and stuff, this series is far from over, and I just don't see, you can't wrap it up that cleanly. It's would it be clean if we were going to the final battle and stuff? Sure. But we're not in the final stretch yet. We are nowhere near the final stretch of Yona of the Dawn. So I don't buy it yet. I think that Hawk will take this a different way, or he'll miss here, or it's something with, once again, the poison, or something with the advisor. Something's going to go down. So that's my review for chapter 176 of Yona of the Dawn. What did you guys think of the chapter? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Please like, subscribe, comment. As always, it's always very much appreciated. I apologize for being lax in the series for the past 2 years. On my old channel, I was consistent, and I dropped off of it a lot. But I've been here since chapter 130, so I've been here a long, long-ass time. Along with this sword, I've been here for a long-ass time. It's always been a staple of my reviews for Yona of the Dawn. So I hope you guys will continue to enjoy those reviews. If I can do anything to help you guys ease into it, any constructive criticism, of course, will always be appreciated. I apologize. It's very late. I'm very drunk. I have to go to work in now about an hour and a half. So, yeah, so maybe this isn't the best thing to be drinking right now, but suffice it to say, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Griever. Like, comment, subscribe as always. Drink responsibly, like I'm clearly not, as always, and we'll see you back here next time, guys, for Yona the Dawn, chapter 177. Look forward to it, guys. See you next time.